I got a van. It's a 2015 Chevrolet City Express. It's got 4 cylinders and a CVT transmission. And it gets like 25 miles per gallon supposedly, but it feels like it's getting more than that so far. I'm pretty stoked about the added utility in my life. It's got 83,000 miles, so the first thing I have done with it is do all the maintenance on it, because I get the vibe that it was not well maintained for a few years here. So I changed out the brake fluid, and I tried something new on the brake fluid. I tried using a little suction to pull brake fluid out from the bleeder valve. Alright, so I got one of these cheap kits on Amazon. It's supposed to help you, allow you to bleed the brakes by yourself. I've never tried this before. We're going to try it out and see how it works, but it allows you to hook this up to the bleed screw on the caliper, and then just suck. In theory, just pull the brake fluid out from the caliper. So we'll see how this works. Which is a little bit different. It's also a lot cheaper. These little suction things are like $15 as opposed to like $50 to get one that pushes the brake fluid out from the master cylinder. And it's also simpler to use and much smaller and easier to store. It did take more time to utilize it, and that was kind of a pain. That's the downside of it, but really not that bad. And it worked out pretty neatly and is much quicker than having somebody else pump the brakes for me. Van takes DOT3 brake fluid. And you can see the color of the fluid. It was pretty dark on this thing, so it's definitely needed to be changed. I also changed out the air filter on it because, you know, why not? I'm happy to report that changing the air filter on this van is very easy to get to. Doing the brakes was easy, changing the air filter was easy. I also swapped out the wiper blades while I was at it. I mean, I'm going all out on this van. So much so, I filled it up with windshield washer fluid even. I am planning a trip with it, which is why we're kind of doing all this stuff at once. And then of course we changed out the engine oil. Also an easy job on this van, it wasn't too bad. Drain it out, and then the oil filter was easy to access as well. I didn't have to take anything apart to do that. So changing the oil is a job that can be done here in like 15 minutes. Put 5W30 synthetic, that's what it takes. And then we went and changed all the brake pads as well. On the front of this van, it's got disc brakes on the front, and it's got drum brakes on the rear, which is fun. It's also got leaf springs on the rear, which is also fun. I've never owned a vehicle with leaf springs. Most trucks have them, and they're good for carrying heavy loads, which is why this van has it. I mean, this is a utility vehicle. I also went ahead and drained out the coolant on this thing and put new coolant in. Speaking of CVT transmissions, we went ahead and changed the fluid in the CVT. This was also kind of interesting on this van because it actually has 2 filters on this transmission, which I think is pretty cool. It's one of the things that on previous automatic transmissions I've dealt with has been missing. Like they don't even want you to mess with the maintenance on automatic transmissions, it seems like. But on this one, they give you some filters to change out, so that's pretty cool. It's got one filter. It's a screen filter, a real basic screen filter. That is, you have to drop the pan on the transmission to get to that, but it's easy to swap out, really. And then the other filter is on the side of the transmission. There's a little additional housing just for that filter, and you pull that housing off, and there's a paper filter in there, like an engine oil type filter, and you pull that out, swap in a new one. It is, I love the idea of having filters on the transmission. It makes sense to me, and if we maintain it, we should get longer life out of this, out of the vehicle and out of the transmission. So, and also really not hard to access. So bravo to the designers of this. If I were to do this job again, though, I would not drop the pan. I don't think it's really worth changing out that screen filter. At least not very frequently. I do think it's worth changing out that paper filter, which is much easier to access. So next time I would just do the paper filter, which is like 4 bolts to take the housing for that off, and then I would swap out the fluid and be done, which means I would probably do the job more frequently and the transmission would be happier. Also interesting on this vehicle, it's got a dipstick on the transmission, which I like. You can read the transmission fluid level really easily, but what's funny about it is that the dipstick has like a little lock on it. Like they don't want plebeians, you know, random folks getting in there and checking the fluid on the transmission. That would be bad. But so you got to kind of use a pick or whatever to get in there and depress it. It's kind of like an electrical connector kind of little clip where it clips in there. And so you got to unclip it and then pull the transmission dipstick out. So really not that hard to do once you figured out what's going on there, but I find it funny that it's not just a regular dipstick where it's got a lock on it. And so far, for the 2 weeks I've had this van, I am pleased with it. I'm actually enjoying the CVT transmission, and I'm looking forward to picking up motorcycles in this van.